Hi, I'm Danny, and this is my presentation for our PE final, Violence Against Women. When I first got this topic, I thought it was an unusual topic for an all-boys school, but there are reasons why you should know about it. Even if it doesn't affect you directly, it affects people you know, and it isn't always obvious when it is happening. Also, most people don't even realize the size or scale of the problem. Violence against women takes many different forms. The ones I researched are domestic violence and sexual assault. Usually when we think of violence, we think of physical violence, but in a domestic household, violence can be any way that a partner uses to control another partner. Here are some things to know about domestic violence. It starts off really small, but gets a lot worse over time. It's hard to know how much actually happens because most women don't report it when it happens. And there's a lot more than most people think there is. Physical abuse is an obvious form of domestic violence, but a man can also abuse his wife financially, psychologically, or emotionally. Besides being aware of what's going on in your house and other houses, we can help by being willing to listen and talk to somebody who's in trouble and not ignoring the problem because it won't go away on its own. And often, the victim will have trouble dealing with the problem herself and might stay quiet, so outside help is important. For this project, I also did research about sexual violence. I learned that it is a lot more than what we usually think of, which is rape. According to Wikipedia, sexual violence can be any attempt at a sexual act that doesn't have consent. Here are some things that fall under the category of sexual violence. If the woman is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, that can make any action non-consent. Also, unwanted contact is also abuse, and activities without contact, like talking sexually or showing someone sexual pictures, are considered abuse if they're not wanted. Just like domestic violence, sexual violence is way more common than people realize. Here are some statistics that are very scary. Here's some information that will be important for us in just a few years. Let's be sure that we become part of the solution, not contribute to the problem. Things that you, as a man, should do. Being aware of how a woman perceives abuse or unwanted advances. Communicate with your partner. And finally, be a good Samaritan to the other women around you. This has been my public service announcement about violence against women. I hope you've learned that this is a big problem, that everybody can do something to help, and that understanding and being aware will make you part of the solution.